started in 1993, and at the time we were working for a firm that's no longer around, and we decided that we thought we could do it differently.
Currently we're at just under 50 employees. In Nevada County we have 40 or so engineers, civil engineers, geotechnical engineers, geologists, hydrogeologists, a variety of talented people. 10 years ago we built the large building in the back where our community garden used to be. We were able to customize the building the way we wanted it, with a laboratory and garage access for all of our samples and that type of things.
We get to practice in so many different areas. One day you could have a suit and tie on and for a morning meeting, and that afternoon you've got a hard hat and switched your shoes out and you're still in slacks, but you're out watching large equipment move, or you're climbing down a hole. You never know what's going to happen. Our company is located in Nevada County because if you walk outside and look around, you can realize why people would want to live here. We both started with a firm that was in Grass Valley. That's where we met. That's where we first met.
Yes, it was.
And so after living here for a while, there's no other place to live.
The first day I was hired by our previous firm out of college. They were based in Roseville, but I drove up into this area, and the first day on the job, literally, I came to Nevada County, and I knew right away this is where I wanted to be.
We have a variety of customers, clients, customers, if you want to call them. They can vary from contractors in town here to homeowners, to local government, state government. We'll cater to anybody that could use our services. One of the challenges that we've faced is when the economy did turn in 2008, 2009, when a project goes bad, because it's a small community in a small town, it drags everyone with it that you know. It drags the banks, it drags the contractors, and there's times when we'll have a project that has gone bad on us or the owner, developer, and it's not just us that's left out there not being paid, it's all our local people with us too.
We have been involved in a lot of high-profile projects like the Bay Bridge and the Folsom Dam spillway, which is going in right down Folsom, and we are doing solar projects all over the western U.S. We've done a lot of work for BART in the Bay Area with difficult soil conditions, and Chuck is widely known in Northern California as the go-to guy for problem projects. So we're doing Caltrans work up and down the state, mostly Northern California, but we will start to win work through Caltrans. We're also Caltrans' expert witness on their problem projects. So the way we got involved with the Bay Bridge was through our local connections. Believe it or not, it was a blasting company that we've known since our first year in operations and up at Sugar Bowl ski area.
We still do small jobs in the community. I'm smiling because I got a phone call last week from an 83-year-old lady that didn't want to call us because she thought it was too small a job for us, and that we would never go to a project of hers. There's a little retaining wall in her backyard, and her son's a civil engineer down in Southern California, and said, "Mom, just call them. They'll be happy to talk to you." And she called, and it was directed to me, and I said, "This is Chuck Kull." She said, "Oh my God, I'm talking to you?" And I mean, it's funny. It's we don't think of ourselves that way, but we still do very small things. Water under a house, cracks in a driveway. We still do those projects. Working with small mom and pop organizations, small projects here, can often lead to very large projects. Coaching baseball with another gentleman, they had a son on our team that we started talking to. He's local in town here, and ended up getting us into all these large solar farms.
We would get our name out there, and rather than just being known as the local Grass Valley foothills firm, we needed to become known as a firm that can do anything. We just have to be located in Nevada City, Grass Valley.
As of a month ago, we now have a nationally recognized engineering firm, HDR, that's moved into our office and brought 4 more engineers. In 5 years from now, I see our company growing. We have a strategic plan which includes growth.
We'll be doing the same menu of services, but we'll be doing it in more diverse geographic areas.
Well, Tom constantly surprises me or shocks me with some of the things that he says or he does. And I have to sit there and I stare out into space and I say, oh my gosh, he didn't just say that. He didn't just do that. So we're interviewing a young engineer, straight out of school. And he's like employee number 5, I think. And we're sitting about like we're sitting now. So I'm facing the candidate and talking to him, and I can't see Tom. And I'm asking him questions, and at first he's answering them very well, and then he's starting to pause and stutter, and he's very uncomfortable, and then he's shaking a little bit. And I wanted to say to Tom, what do you think is wrong with him? And I look over, and Tom has 2 pencils sticking out of his nose, and he's going like this to make it look like a walrus. He's doing this during an interview. That was 19 years ago, and the candidate is now an owner, and he's been with us ever since. So it's just something you have to expect from him.